What's going on, team? This is your coach, your mentor, Crypto Cliff, here with a motivational, really motivational story. So I had the chance to talk to one of my one-on-one students. We hadn't been on in like 3 weeks, and he was keeping me in contact and letting me know what was going on with him. But long story short, he had been in the hospital for over 2 weeks fighting COVID, and after COVID, he had pneumonia, and after pneumonia, he started dealing with a viral respiratory illness. So he was hospitalized for 2 plus weeks. For 2 plus weeks, he was hospitalized. I'm not going to mention his name out, but he was hospitalized for 2 plus weeks. And the crazy thing about it, man, this guy was so resilient. He's so resilient that even though he was hospitalized and we could not get in class for 2 plus weeks, he still, I'm gonna say this again, he still made it his business. He made it his business to dive into the markets. He was literally in his hospital bed with only 22% capacity for him to use his lungs. And even though he was laying down dealing with all of that stress and agony of dealing with those illnesses, he persevered completely through every single last one of them and still end up making $24,000 in profit. That touched me. I have a lot of stories with a lot of students. I've trained over 1,000 plus people. Created 57 millionaires. Over 300 plus students have over 100K in their bank in their portfolios now, starting from scratch. But it's stories like that that really motivate me to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep moving, because most people in that situation would have folded. Most people in that situation would have really just said, you know what, I'm giving up. I'm giving up on everything. I'm gonna sit right here. But in spite of the situation, this brother was still trading from his hospital bed. Imagine how much, how much of a golden spirit you have to still trade from your hospital bed. You see, people don't understand the magnitude of what it takes for you to become a successful investor. People don't understand that everything in you goes against your better judgment or your worst judgment when you're an investor. I was just having this conversation with other students yesterday as well. When you're an investor, you have to dive deep and go against everything telling you that this is not going to work. You have to dive deep and go against everything telling you that you're not going to be able to make it. And once you get to the point to where you can control your own thoughts, your own feelings, that's when you have transcended to the level of an investor. All right. When I first got into the markets, nobody knew anything about crypto because crypto was extremely new. Remember, I've been in this since 2011. No one knew anything about cryptocurrency, nothing, because it was a brand spanking new space. So every single thing we did was all innovative. Everything we did was all brand new. Everything we did was uncharted waters. It was a very small space back then. Now crypto's on a mass level. It's massively adopted. But back then it was on a very small scale. So we had to harness everything in us to say that this technology is going to improve the world. This technology is going to uplift and elevate the world with absolutely no evidence of this technology being that. Imagine. So I just want to jump on here real quick today to give a shout out to that brother, because no matter what was going on, he stuck to the plan. He stuck to the goal. He persevered completely past those illnesses because he's doing a lot better now. And he made $24,000 sitting in a hospital bed fighting COVID, pneumonia, and a viral respiratory disease. So my thing is, what's your excuse? What is your excuse? What excuse do you have that keeps you sitting in that chair watching TV every day? Watching movies, watching dumbass, excuse my language, but dumbass social media all day long. What is your excuse when we have people literally fighting for their lives and diving into the markets? What is your excuse? That story the brother told me last night, and like I said, we've been following up with each other since over the last 2-3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. But that story from last night made me reevaluate myself. Like, am I going hard enough? Do I have what it takes to be on the brink of completely collapsing and still say, you know what, I'm going to take that one step forward? It made me evaluate myself. You see, my grandfather used to have a saying: there's no such thing as in between. Either you're elevating or you're declining, point blank, period. And if you're not doing everything in your power to elevate yourself, quite naturally, the opposite is you're declining. There's no such thing as staying still, staying stagnant, because time keeps moving, time keeps flowing, time keeps elevating. But if you're still stuck in the same place, you're declining. So I want to say to y'all today, like, what is your excuse? And bump crypto, bump stocks. What is your excuse for not following your own goals, your own dreams? What is your excuse for not achieving what you told yourself you was going to achieve? What is your excuse? This man was in a hospital bed for 2+ weeks, fighting pneumonia, fighting COVID, and fighting an upper respiratory disease. And he still managed to make $24,000 in profits. That's guts. That's resilience. That's excellence. That's elevation. What is your excuse? Listen, if you're tired of making excuses, if you're tired of being stuck in the same position year after year after year, or declining year after year after year, now's the time for you to elevate yourself. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Now's the time for you to elevate yourself. Because everything in me would have told me to sit my butt down and stay in that hospital bed. But something inside of a real investor pushed that man to the next level. What's going to be that catalyst that's going to push you to the next level? When is enough enough? When are the excuses going to be enough excuses? A lot of y'all promised yourself that you were going to do something December 31st, 2024, and you still haven't started. When is enough enough? When are you going to be at that breaking point to where you have to move, you have to flow, you have to get off your ass, or else you die? Let's get it, people. The 6-week group course starts this weekend. You don't have any excuses. This will be the last 6-week group course I personally teach, because every 6-week group course after this, my coaches will be teaching. 3 more slots available for one-on-one coaching. One-on-one 12-week lifetime mentorship course. That course comes with lifetime mentorship. After those 3 courses are done, I'm done teaching the one-on-one course. I'm not teaching the one-on-one course anymore. 3 slots available for that one. 10 slots available for one-on-one futures training. If you want to learn how to become a day trader in the crypto perpetual futures markets, I have 10 more slots available for that one. After those 10 slots are filled up, my coaches will take over that as well. It's time to elevate. The Blockchain Bureau Academy is $89.99 a month. In order for you to be able to dive into the information, $89.99 a month. And again, the 6-week group course starts this Saturday morning. Hit me up to sign up. I'm gonna put the links to sign up inside of the chat box of this video. Hit me up to sign up. And also, Portfolio consulting. That portfolio consulting, if you want me to help you build $1 million mindset portfolio, it's $399.97, 20 slots available. I'm sorry. No, I sold 5 this morning. 15 more slots available. And that course is that's getting ready to go away. It's time to elevate, people. If a man sitting in a hospital bed dealing with COVID, not just COVID, pneumonia, and upper respiratory illness all at the same time can turn around and flip a profit of $24,000, so can you. Peace.